Hey everybody, I'm Sara Wiseman. I don't usually channel on political events. I try and stay away from that, but during recent events, some information started to come through pretty strongly, and I wanted to provide that to you in hopes that it will be useful. So first in the channeling, the guides reminded me of what I had channeled for the 2024 reports. You can find all of this, go to the website, go to the blog, it's all there. And then after they sort of had me recall this, I received some new channeling. So here's what was published in December 2023, which I actually had channeled probably in September or October 23. I channel in advance usually. So first part, old structures fall, political, religious, business, all of it is shifting under the weight of massive change all at once. None of it is as before. Change comes from new generations arriving, those who have been born for this. Change comes from older generations transitioning. All of this old structure is falling away, not only the physical or practical structure, but the structure in your mind. Let it all fall away, look with new eyes, find solutions, new ways. Also channeled in 2023, political shifts. Politicians do not interest the younger generations and barely hold the interest of the elders. Younger generations focus on what matters to them, and political posturing is not on the list. Witnessing a complete overhaul of who's in charge and how government is run. The parliamentary system, the global alliance begins. And also, finally channeled in 2023, elections fizzle. We expect a year of election drama, but that doesn't unfold. The old guard falls like dominoes, they're finally gone. Gen X, Millennials, Gen Z infiltrate as they have been born to do. It's time. So again, all of that was previously channeled in September, October 23, published in December 2023. You'll find it all on my blog on the website. Then what came through in the last day or so, and I'm publishing it like a day afterwards. It would be 2 days. I just went in and asked questions of the guides. I wasn't really sure how to, since I don't usually look into the political, I just asked them questions. So question, what is happening in the US political system right now? Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain, or rather to all the men behind the curtains, working their machinations to retain power. The systems are falling down in front of your eyes, and as fast as they fall, the men behind the curtains attempt to distract you. Look clearly. See what is really happening, not the sleight of hand that misleads your gaze. Question, what information can we trust? It would be best for you to put your devices down, tune out the news entirely so that you will avoid the stream of miscommunication that attempts to deceive you. Don't trust the system. Trust that the system is changing. What is right in front of you is clear to see. The old two-party system has reached the end of its time. A new way of governing is forming, not out of idealism, but because of practicality. It is forming even now and will be in place or in progression by next year. We do not speak of coup or takeover. We speak of the dissolving of old systems with something new arriving and stabilizing to take its place. Okay? Question, what will happen to the political leaders? Neither side has a leader that will be able to wear the mantle. By this we mean both leaders have completed the cycle of leadership and will not continue as figureheads. No human can maintain the level of public exposure that these humans have experienced. One leader has attempted to buffer himself from collective energy by putting mirrors and protection in place, but recent chaos has caused him to step forward without these shields, and he is not up to the task. His task and life are soon complete. The other leader has not bothered to shield himself from the masses. He has thrown himself on the energy as if crowd surfing. He thought his previous energetic defenses would keep him safe, but to his surprise, this is not so. He overestimated his ability to withstand the frenzy. His ability to control chaos has backfired, and he finds himself hesitant and fearful. This causes him to misstep. He loses his ability to lead. Behind closed doors, he is a babbling man. Now, obviously, there's lots of interpretation here. I am just providing what I received in words. What has polarization created? You will also notice those jockeying around, those pushing for positions, soon show themselves as paltry men. Without a leader to hide behind, they have no core. In the past, there was leadership behind the throne, but there was no one there now. There is no calm, steadying force. There is no wise counsel. It is an energy field that has no connection and no center. The very polarization of sides is what has caused their demise. The center, and this is spelled C-E-N-T-R-E, cannot hold, which is a different reference that you guys can dive into. I thought it was pretty interesting. What form will government take? Do not expect the election to go as planned. We have told you this before, and that this is the place in the channeling where they kind of referred me to what had been channeled and received before. The election will not be what you expect or what you have been told. Currently, a small group of leaders is quietly beginning to set up temporary control out of necessity, not out of desire. This leadership will stabilize the government until the new coalition can be put into place. This is not a coup, it is a triage. This is temporary. There are no formal positions. It is behind the scenes. Who will be the new leader? There is no new leader. The new leadership is collective, a group of people leading together in cohesion as an antidote and protection from leaders who seek absolute rule as emperors and kings. The new leadership is female, younger, diverse, progressive, and representative. When does this happen? This may not happen in the next months, but this is where your society is going. You are moving over time to this reality. Your progression is more important than the immediate events that will take place. Your progression is more important than the immediate events that will take place. Many of you will see the final tumbling of patriarchy and the creation of a new government that is collective. I think it means within our lifetime. The faster you can open your minds, the easier your experience. Couple more things. Is there reason to fear? There is always reason to fear because you are human and you exist at different levels of awareness. Even the most conscious among you have their suffering. Humanity has not learned coexistence, and it will be some time before you do, several generations. So you may fear, but also you may not fear. This is a stage of evolution for humans on Earth. Recall, many places in the world are experiencing the dissolution of structures, not just the US. When you drop arrogance and self-concern, you can see that this is a bigger planetary resistance to power structures. You might also notice political leaders are figureheads. Corporations are in charge currently. Many things are shifting while your eyes and ears are elsewhere. Pay attention. What is happening energetically? No society can maintain itself on greed and corruption. The energy always implodes. You are in the midst of a massive correction, not from an outside force, but from yourselves as collective soul evolving through change. This is a sign of growth. Who is really in charge? You are here to lead yourselves. No one can lead you or even point the way. Your task is to discover yourself as soul and to recognize all beings as the same. Begin to rule yourselves from this understanding. So, as a channel, the information comes through me. I have my own opinions. Some are similar to this, some are different. I'm just providing what I received. It comes through pretty intensely. It's very complete. I've been doing this for a long time now, and if it's useful, we'll just see. I'm curious. I normally shy away from publishing because it's so volatile to channel this political stuff, but we'll see how it goes, and we'll see if more information comes in or not. Obviously, we're in kind of a wild ride, and the more I think my takeaway from this is, don't look at what's distracting you. Attempt to the best of your own ability, look at what's really happening. And potentially we may not have the knowledge or the information about, say, corporations or the what's really happening. We may not have that information. It may be completely hidden from us, but energetically we do have that information. And so this idea of tuning in and sensing, kind of clearing out the confusion and the chaos and the distraction, and just honing in on, how is it really? How is it really? What's really happening? And what I keep coming to is this statement that was made, where is it? Shoot, sorry. Don't trust the system, the current system, trust that the system is changing. We're in a massive amount of changing at the moment. And of course, as we know from our personal lives, change is always pretty rocky until we get through the change to our next understanding. Anyway, please leave comments. I'm interested in your opinions, even if you don't agree with any of this. Please refrain from polarizing. We don't have room for that at this point in our evolution. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for listening.